Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a Saturday morning practice. Today's word is letting go. Letting it go, let it go, let it go. So it's actually a reminder for myself as much as it's for you. And, when we spend the next hour and a half together, we are focusing on exercise, meditation, and often I would talk, right? Sometimes from my questions, sometimes just because I feel like talking. And that's actually my ego talking, disguised as my intellect. So I'm going to be traveling with you, uh, fellow uh, fellow traveler, and try to spend the next hour and a half reframing yourself from talking and focusing on the practice, letting go of my ego, letting go of my intellect. So we're going to do the first part. The first part is stretching, mainly focusing on all the energy lines that are in the back facing the sun. These are called the yang energy lines. So we're going to start by doing some deep breathing, exercising the diaphragm, which is all part of that system. So first we're going to focus on our hands. Going to bring up the hands, crossing the fingers. And we're going to put the hand right below the belly button, about 2 fingers worth. There's an energy point here called the C of the chi. And now as we take a deep breath, we're going to move up a hand, move it from here all the way to here. All right. And as we do that, we want to stretch the body up. And then when we breathe out, we look up and then we continue. Okay. Now get ready. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch your elbow. Feel the stress on your fingers. Now imagine you have 2 big rocks on the side and you're going to climb the mountain, stretching the upper part of your arm. Now come back. Today's going to be a bad allergy day, so bear with me, okay? I already take some pill, but it's not going to help that much. Now get second time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch your elbow and then climb the mountain, stretching the upper part of your arm, which is also the yang energy. Facing the sun, the third part. Breathe in. Breathe out. Climb the mountain. And then now relax. Okay. Allergy is a funny thing. As I exercise, it will go away because the chi get built up. It's true. Okay, now back to the shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Back to the fingers. Put that around the belly button. We're going to stretch the back now. So palm facing up, palm facing down. Stretch, lock your elbow. Eyes forward, bring the hands up. Feel the stress on your finger and your wrist. Continue. Now focus on the very bottom of your spine. Imagine knowing that your spine is made up of the different discs. Now focus on one disc at a time from the bottom of your spine, going all the way to the back of your neck, and stretch every one of them up, and then hold it. Lean back, hold it, come back into the middle. Again, focusing on the very bottom of the spine. Go up, stretch to the left, come back in the middle, stretch to the right, hold it, come back to the middle, stretch to the left, come back, stretch again to the right, come back in the middle, lower your hands, and then relax, focusing on your breathing. Know that you're breathing in, know that you're breathing out. When you breathe in, feel that breath. When you breathe out, let go of the breath. Relax. Okay? Continue. Open that shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Put the right hand on the left shoulder. Lean back the forehead so you're putting pressure on the right shoulder. Grab the right shoulder. Stretch your spine. And then lean to the left. And then come back. The other side. Top of the head facing the sky. Grab the left elbow. Stretch to the right. And then come back again. Relax, focus on the breathing. Know that I'm breathing in, know that I'm breathing out. So we spend our entire hour and a half doing meditation. It's just that sometimes we meditate while we're exercising, and sometimes we meditate while we're sitting. Okay, remember this. So we're actually meditating for an entire hour and a half. Okay, continue. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, feel the shoulder. Okay, lift up your left hand. Okay, now put the right hand between the fingers and the palm. Bring down the left hand. Now push out your elbow. Okay, lock it, eyes forward. You use your elbow to push up your hand. Feel the stress on your fingers and your wrist. Bring it to the eyebrow. Now, without turning the body, eyes forward. Take the left hand and then bring it to the right as much as you can. Hold it and then come back. Make sure the elbow is locked. Now, then relax. Now to the right hand, bring it down. Push out the elbow, lock it. Use the elbow to push up. And then without turning the body, eyes forward, right hand to the left, hold it, and then come back. And then relax back to the restoration part. Restore all the functions in your body. Tell your body that the danger is over. You're not being chased by a lion. Stop putting out the stress hormone. Dissipate all the stress hormone. Restore the immune system. Restore the digestive system. Restore your reproductive system. Okay, now open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Right hand, palm facing the sky, elbow 90 degree. Left hand facing the earth, elbow 90 degree. Now open the shoulder. Now imagine that the sky is on your right hand and you push up the sky, push all the way up. Imagine the earth is on the palm of your left hand. You push down the earth. So now you're supporting the earth and the sky. Okay, now you take the right hand, lean back the right hand, turn the head to the left. When you reach the shoulder, stop, but keep turning your eye as if you're looking at your back. Now bring back your eye and then bring back your head and then relax. The other side, open the shoulder. Okay, now open the shoulder, 90 degree on both sides. Okay, now the sky has fallen down onto your left palm. You push up the sky. Okay, the earth had popped up and is now on your right palm, and you push down the earth. You're supporting the sky and the earth. Lean back the left hand, turn the right to the right. Stop at the shoulder. Eyes keep turning. Look at the back. Eyes come back, and then relax. Back to the breathing. This is a very important part. Back to the breathing. Okay, so for those of you who practice yoga, you have to understand that yoga came from India. And when it's practiced in India, it's practiced in 8 different parts. It's called the 8 limbs of yoga. And so the form, right, what we call the hatha yoga, the asana is only one part, right? The other part is meditation. So it's the same as what we do here, that when we finish exercise, we always meditate, right? We go from dynamic to static and back again. Okay, now we're going to stretch the spine. This is called stretching the dragon's back. Excuse me. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Put the hands in the back, locking the fingers, palm facing up. Now palm facing down, push down, lock your elbow. Okay, now focus on the center of the palm and the top of the head at the same time. Push down the palm, raise the head, and then relax. Now shift the focus from the top of the head to the forehead. Lean back the forehead as you bring up the arm, and then relax. Back to the restoration. Restoring your chi. Excuse me. Okay, now open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Right hand pointing your bottom of your spine using the finger. Okay, now lift up your forehead so you're looking straight ahead. Okay, now lift up your right shoulder, pointing the fingers down, and then relax. The other side, pointing the lower back. Lift up your left shoulder, pointing your fingers down, and then relax. Focus on your breathing. Let your body knows that. Excuse me. Let your body knows that you're that you're done with the fight or flight, and you want to be back on the rest and digest. Okay, it's very important to cycle back and forth. Now open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, taking the right hand, the back of the hand at the lower back, using the fingers point up to the shoulder. Lower your right shoulder, pointing the fingers up, and then relax. Now do the other side, pointing the fingers to your shoulder. Lower your left shoulder, pointing the fingers up. Now take the other hand, the right hand, fingers touching. Okay, now lean back your forehead so you're looking straight ahead, top of the head facing the sky. Okay, now right shoulder up, left shoulder down, and then relax. Take the other hand. Okay, now look straight ahead, and then left shoulder up, right shoulder down, and then relax. We're almost done. Focus on the breathing. Okay, management of your cortisol is what we're doing right now. Managing your cortisol. You want the cortisol when you need it. You don't want the cortisol when you don't need it. Okay, now open the shoulder. This is called the reverse Buddha. Relax. Putting your palms together. Center the palm touching, fingers touching. Put that on your lower back, fingers pointing down. Fingers pointing up. Raise it up. Press that on your spine. Now use your palm to push your spine forward and then open the shoulder. One forward, one back. And then relax, focusing on your breathing. Now we're going to sit for 5 minutes, okay? It will get better as we practice that. All right, the allergy will get better as we practice. And now we're going to sit for 5 minutes, but we start with the sitting posture. Okay, divide your body into 7 parts. First part are the legs. If you sit on the chair, which is perfectly fine, you don't have to sit like we do. Just sit on the chair, put the bottom of your feet on the floor, okay? Right below your knee, not in front, not behind. If you sit like I do and you sit like this, then make sure you put some pillows so you're not using muscle, okay? That's the point, right? We don't use any muscle when we sit, okay? We sit like the bell, okay? Now, the second part of the hands, just leave your hand somewhere. You don't have to use any mudra, okay, hand gesture. You can if you want, but just relax your hand. Okay, now the most important part is the spine. The spine is like the center of the bell, the little clapper in the bell. You want to hang that clapper on the ceiling. So you start at the lower back. You move up towards your neck. As you pull up, you stretch your spine up until the top of the head is straightly pointing to the sky. And then you relax a bit. Let the spine just sit on itself. Then it's the shoulder. You focus on the front of the shoulder, you open that. Then you focus on the top of the shoulder and you relax that. Relax, relax, okay? Now you take the forehead and you lean back the forehead until the ears are on top of the shoulder. The weight of the head is now on top of the spine. You're not using the neck muscle. But now you take your chin and you tuck down your chin so the top of the head is pointing to the sky, and you're putting a little bit of pressure over here, the main artery. So you're lowering your blood pressure right now when you do that. Then there's two remaining part. There's the eyelid. So first relax the forehead. Relax between your eyebrow. Relax the eyelid so you can actually see your hand, your knee, the floor. You can see your eyelashes even. The very last part is a very important part. You relax the inside of your mouth, relax your jaw. You take the tip of your tongue and you put it right where the teeth meets the roof of your mouth, right behind here. Okay. Now, the Chinese believe that there's two primary vessels. The one in the back is the yang energy line, and the one in the front is the yin energy line. And they meet right at the tip of your tongue, right behind, right between your nose and your lip. So you leave it there. And this also turns on your saliva gland. So then you take the entire body and you lean back the entire upper torso without moving your hip. So your hip is actually forward and you're leaning back, and you can feel the pressure on the left and right of your lower back. So there's three things that you're doing right now that entice the body into the rest and digest. Okay. One is that you're reducing the load on your body, not using any muscle. You're relaxing your eyelids so you actually see the floor. The tip of the tongue is important because once you reactivate the saliva gland, it puts your body into the rest and digest. Now we're going to start to do some meditation. We're going to focus on our breathing. When we exercise, we anchor our mind on a body. When we sit still like this, we anchor our mind on a breath. This is something that is not taught that often outside. They think that meditation means sitting. Actually, meditation, the word comes from its translation. The closest word to that is probably Zen, which comes from the Pali word Chan, or Chinese word Chan, which comes from the Pali or the Sanskrit word called jhana, which just means sentimentation. Focus on your body, focus on your breathing. Know that I'm breathing in, know that I'm breathing out. Focus entirely on your breath. Now I want you to focus on your belly button, or more precisely, the energy point right below the belly button, the 2 fingers point. As soon as you know that you're breathing in, I want you to move the belly button forward using your mind. As soon as you know that you're breathing out, I want you to move the belly button back as if you're collapsing the belly button to the very back of your spine. Just your mind now, just your mind. When you breathe in, move forward, and you notice your stomach follows you. When you breathe out, you move back. When you breathe in, you move forward. When you breathe out, you move back. Now, I want you to feel your stomach, your lower abdomen. As you do that, the lower stomach start to warm up. It's as if you have a fire inside. That's why we call it Dan Tian. Dan means fire. It's the feel of fire. The Chinese believe that you're actually cultivating qi when you do that. So let's do that. We're going to actually use that later when we do a second meditation, doing the loving kindness meditation. But for now, I just want you to relax, totally relax. Don't use your brain. Don't try to think of anything. Don't try to analyze anything. Just feel your body. Feel your breath. When you breathe in, move forward. When you breathe out, move backward. Feel your stomach. Feel the warmth of your stomach. Okay, open your eyes. So when I was a little boy, I grew up in Macau, which is a Portuguese colony in the south side of the Pearl River Delta. And we used to go into China to visit my grandfather and my family. And back in the 50s, the late 50s, there were just bicycles. Right? Everybody ride their bicycles. Everybody wear the same clothes. So I would ride in the back of the bicycle. My uncle was in the front, of course. And I remember he explaining to me how to ride in the field, in the rice field. And you have this little narrow road. And he explained to me that in complete darkness, they know exactly the terrain because there is the rice field, the rice paddy on the left, which has water, and the lights reflect the water. They can tell. And on the right side is either mud or rock. And when it's pitch dark, you don't see any reflection. That's mud. And if you see any kind of reflection, that's rock. And so they know exactly how to ride. Meditate is kind of like this. Meditate is kind of like this, that you're trying to balance your mind and you either fall off on the left or fall off on the right. And one side is what we call the lazy Zen, is when you fell asleep. So that's why we always before we meditate, we always do some exercise to get our circulations going, and that way you have more oxygen to the brain and you don't fall asleep. Okay, so you don't fall on that side. The other side is much harder, and that's what we call the monkey Zen, where your mind just the mind doesn't like to be here. Okay, the mind like to be somewhere else, and that needs a lot of practice and discipline. And you just have to believe that if you do it, you would have. It's like open up a window to a new world. Okay, you just have to focus on that, and one breath at a time. You break it up into small part, just one breath at a time, and you make yourself a commitment. You says, okay, I'm gonna observe, anchor my mind onto this one breath, just one breath, starting with the in breath. Feel it, and then the out breath, let it go. Then you recommit and say, okay, now I'm ready to do the next one. And if your mind is somewhere else, you don't get you don't want to get excited. You're just going to say, invite the mind to come back. Let's do one more breath, okay? And so this is like riding the bicycle. We're balancing between the lazy Zen and the monkey Zen. Very important, okay? All right, so now we're going to continue the exercise and we're going to sit again after the exercise. But next time we're going to sit using a different form of meditation as opposed to mindfulness of the body and the breath. We're going to be doing mindfulness of loving kindness, okay? All right, so now we're going to do some joint exercise. Joint exercise, again, is more about the chi. So we have this energy. We were talking about the yang energy, which are all the ones that are facing the sun. And now we're going to talk about the yin energy, which are all the ones that are hiding behind the sun. All right. And so this is the heart and the lung combination. So focus around the wrist where there's a lot of energy points, focus around the elbow, and then around the shoulder. All right. Now back to the body, mind, body together, and then relax the shoulder. Okay, now focus on the center of your palm. Bring your hand up together with your mind all the way to the shoulder level. Now I want you to focus on the wrist, across the wrist where we have those three energy points corresponding to the heart, the pericardium, and then also the lung. I want you to rotate your wrist and I want you to focus on the wrist. Focus on the feeling of your wrist. Any change in your wrist, any heat that you're generating, any sweat that you're generating, any numbness, tightness, or even pain. And again, it's the same as sitting meditation. It's just that now you're focusing on the movement, one movement at a time. Now we're going to go the other way, focusing on the body, focusing on the feeling, the change of feeling on our body, one at a time. Now we're going to lower a hand back to the body again, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, stretch your spine, relax the spine. Focus on the center of the palm again, bring it up. Now we're going to focus on the elbow, specifically the energy points on the inside of the elbow. And one at a time. Again, continue to observe your body. Feel your body. And now we're going to go the other way. And if your mind drifts away, invite your mind to come back. We're meditating, okay? All right, now lower your hand back to the body again. Open that shoulder, relax the shoulder. Back to the center of the palm, bring it up. We're going to go to our elbow now, crossing your hand, follow your hand, bring it all the way up to the top of the head. And now I want you to stretch. And then as you come down, I want you to like touching the wall. So you bend your wrist slightly, touching the wall, and then relax. Back again, second time, bring up your hand, crossing your hand, stretch, and then open your shoulder, touching the wall, back again, open, stretch, open your shoulder, relax, back again, stretch, open the shoulder, touching the wall, one last time, open, stretch, open the shoulder, and relax. Now we're going to go the other way. Open the shoulder first, stretch, come down. Open the shoulder first, stretch, and come down. Open the shoulder, stretch, and then come down one last time. Open the shoulder, stretch, and then come down. Now back to the shoulder, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, stretch your spine, sit up straight. Focus on your hand, bring it up in the front, and you're going to do front and back now, but this time it's going to cause a little bit of pain in your shoulder, and let's welcome the pain, okay? Now open the shoulder, bring it as far back as you can. Feel the pain on your shoulder, accept that pain, let go of the pain, come back to the center of your palm. Second time, bring it as far back as you can. Welcome that pain, accept that pain, let go of the pain. Open, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Bring it up, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Come back to the center of the palm. When I say let go, you got to find a place to anchor your mind. Don't let your mind drift, okay? So come back. As soon as I say let go, come back to the center of the palm. One last time. Open, and then come back to the center of the palm. Put your hand back. Up, stretch, down, back, stretch, and then down, back, bring it up, stretch, and down one last time, all the way back, up, stretch, and then down. Now, we're going to come back to the restorative, focusing on our breath, examine the breath, see if we're doing any huffing or puffing, slow down our breathing by just knowing that I'm breathing in, knowing that I'm breathing out. Also check the inside of your mouth, see if your inside the mouth is dry, and put the tip of the tongue behind, between the teeth and the roof of your mouth. Close your mouth. Let yourself self-hydrate. Okay, self-hydration is the best because you're actually creating salivas which contain all the enzyme that you need for digestions and immune. Okay, now we're going to do 3 exercises consecutively, and then we're going to sit. And this time we're going to sit meditating on loving kindness. Okay, first exercise is called the double blade. Open the shoulder, left hand in front, right hands. Now focus, make sure that one hand only, okay? Left hand stationary, separating the left brain from the right brain. Right hand, follow the hand, follow the hand. Open the shoulder as far back as you can, as if this is the one blade that you use to protect the back. And then let go of that pain on your shoulder. Left hand. Bring it back, focus on the shoulder. Feel that pain, let go of the pain, come back. Right hand, very gently open, and then to the left. Left hand, open, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Right hand, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Left hand, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Okay, one last time. Open, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Okay, left hand, one last one. Last one. Open, feel it, accept it, and then let it go. Back to the breathing. Check your breath. Make sure you're not huffing and puffing. Check the inside your mouth. Okay, now next exercise is called throwing the fist, right? This really creates the circulations. When you throw action, then as soon as you reach the end, reaction, okay? So what goes out is called yang, what comes back is called yin, right? Now open the shoulder, relax, bring up your right hand. Make a fist. Now, when you throw the fist, the elbow and the shoulder has to go with it, okay? Now get ready. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. One last time. Up, up, down, down. Now, two hands. Get ready. Focus on the fist. One. Feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder. Two, three, four, and five. Back to the breathing. Let your body restore that harmony between the yin and the yang, between the fight or flight, and the rest and digest. Rest and digest, okay? Okay, now we're going to do the last exercise, which is a relaxation exercise. It actually activates the vagus nerve, okay? Starting at the neck, to the shoulder, to the back, all the way to inside. Okay, so we're not only moving the shoulder, we're moving the elbow, we're moving the wrist. We're also doing some deep breathing all together, right? A very comprehensive exercise to activate the vagus nerve. Okay, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Take your hands, put the thumb right in front. Right here, there's a little dimple. You don't need to press it in, just leave it. Okay, this is just so you can help to anchor your mind. Roll up your four fingers now. Just you don't even have to look at me, okay? Just focus on yourself. Now I want you to bring your shoulder up and notice that your shoulder and your elbow are all together, okay? And bring it up as if you're bringing your shoulder to the ears. That's number one. Number two is I want you to take the elbow and bring it back as you're opening your shoulder, as if you're squeezing a tennis ball in your back. That's number two. And number three is when you bring the elbows down and you relax. And then number four is when you bring your elbows forward and now you're hunching forward and you're looking down at the floor. This is actually our starting point. So as you bring up your elbow, I want you to look straight ahead. And then I want you to open the shoulder as you look up the ceiling. And then when the elbow comes down, you're back to the relaxation again. Then now you look forward again. Starting position. I want you to take a deep breath, very gentle, deep breath. Close your mouth. Breathe in. Open, relax, and then breathe out. Completely relax. Back to the front. Open, bring it up, breathe in, open, and then as you come down, breathe out. Totally focus on your body. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 One last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Lower your hand. Focus on your breathing. Completely relax. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do a very profound form of meditation called meditating on loving kindness. Now, in the past, I talked about the purpose of what we're trying to do here is really to explore the dimensions of existence. There's a very, very deep philosophical reason for this. That if you believe that your entire existence is on the body, then you think one way. It's all about the body. It's all about what this body is. But if you believe that your degree of existence is beyond the body, there's something deeper, right? And that in order to reach that level of existence is to take away all the what we call the hindrances, or the anger, or the jealousy, or the anxiety, in order to reach into that very deep existence, then all of a sudden you see the world very differently, very differently. Okay, all of a sudden you realize that, oh, it's not just me surviving as an individual being, it's actually me as a part of an interconnected being, not only interconnected with your neighbor but also with all the beings, and not only just interacting with all the living beings but the entire planet, the entire habitat. It's a very profound way of seeing life, seeing your. And so what we're doing here is, I want you to experiment what it means to reach deep into your inside. And when you reach there, it's just loving kindness. That's all it is. Okay, that's all we are, is loving kindness. Everything else is just a distraction. And so how do we do that? How do we do that? Well, the combinations of ways. It's about learning, taking advantage of what we just did, which is the breath, and how we cultivate the chi, and knowing that warmth, the fire that is created in chi, actually can radiate out of your body. And when it radiates, it's very positive energy. Okay, now knowing that, the other thing is that you need to find a focus, somebody that you believe that needs your loving kindness today. Now, this could be somebody you love, obviously, right? Your family, your friend. It could be somebody who just passed away, like we did. One of our fellow students passed away on Thursday morning. And so for me today, he is my target. I want to give him my loving kindness. Focus on somebody. Now, what's counterintuitive is that it's actually best to focus on your enemy. That enemy doesn't need to be someone that is unrelated to you. It could actually be somebody who's very close to you, that for some reason you're not having a great time, having a great conversation, and you just want to apologize. You want to give him or her your loving kindness. So I want you to come back, focus on your body, stretch your spine, open your shoulder, back to exactly where we were when we were doing our first meditation. I want you to focus on your breath. When you breathe in, open your stomach. When you breathe out, collapse your stomach. I want you to feel the warmth inside your stomach, right? The warmth comes from fire. There's actually a fire glowing inside. You can actually, if you focus enough, it's just, you can actually see the color. Now I want you to shift the focus to the lower part of your spine. As you breathe in, I want you to start moving your attention up the spine towards the top of the head. And as you move up, I want you to bring that warmth, that fire, that energy along your spine. And when you reach the top of the head, I want you to let go of that positive energy. Focus on the person that requires your loving kindness today, and give it all to that person or that being, or maybe even the entire world, all the people that are suffering. Just give it to them. And then as you breathe out, come back to the forehead, focus on your eyelid, see the light in your eye, bring it towards your belly button. Feel the warmth in the belly button again. As you breathe in, bring it up to the top of your head. Let it go. Let it go. All that positive energy towards your family, your friends, or some of your adversaries, whoever really pissed you off today. He or she really deserves your loving kindness. And then bring it back. See the light in the eyelid. bring that light back into your belly button. When you breathe in, back again, top of the head, focus on on the person, focus on that object that not today. And then when you bring it back, bring back the light. Now we're going to start do some chanting. This is the original language of the historical Buddha. It's a very simple chant. As you go up, you say sata, sap, I mean, sap, sapa, sap, sorry, sabe. It means all. As you come down, sata, it comes from the word bodhisattva. It means beings. When you go back up again, sugi, focus on that light. As you come down, handu, sugi means happy and peace and health. Handu means I wish all my might, I wish all beings to have loving kindness. Bring it up, sabi, come back, sata, bring it up, suki, focus on that person that needs your loving kindness. Give it all your loving kindness unconditionally, and then bring it back. Okay, 5 minutes. All right, now just chant with me. Okay, there's something about magical about chanting. When we're exercising the vagus nerve, that's called the 10th cranial nerve. And when we chant, we're using the bottom of the throat. That's the 9th cranial nerve. Okay, it's a very profound practice. Get ready. Back to our posture. And 5 minutes. I'm going to give you all a full 5 minutes. Okay, get ready. Go. Sabe, focus. Sata, come back. Suki, focus. Undo. Sabe. Sata, Suki, Undo. Sabi, sata, siki, undo. Sabi, sata, siki, sabi, sata, siki, undo. Sabi, Sata Sagi I want you to put your hands together, center of the palm touching, fingers touching. This is a hand gesture, a mudra that represents our respect, our humbleness, and our gratitude. And we're going to do a prayer, a Buddhist prayer. May all beings be free from animosity and negative energy. May all beings be free from all emotional, mental suffering. May all beings be free from all physical suffering. May all beings be protected with positive energy, be blessed with peace, health, and happiness. Okay, so very often, those who practice yoga, you know that you just do this and then you say namaste. And I explained this before that nama comes from the word nama rupa. Rupa is the form, is everything that is physical about us and everything that is physical about the world. So the eyes is the sight, the nose is the smell, the tongue is the taste, the ears the sound, and the body is the touch. Okay, that altogether is called rupa. It's everything that is physical. Beyond the physicality, there is another level of existence, and that's called the nama. That's your mind, not the thinking mind, not the brain, but another one. And we talk about that in layers as well. Inside of that is the bliss body. That's your loving kindness. So when we say namaste, is that may my light be with your light one day. Now, okay? And that's what it means, right? That's what it means. So this is a very powerful practice. You don't even have to chant. Right? Chanting is just a vehicle. You don't even have to do that. All you have to do is meditate and focus on that person. Focus on that person, especially someone that for some reason you're having some difficulty. It's as if you just can't find a room to manipulate. To It could be your siblings. It could be your spouse. It could be your children. Somehow, so you just the wrong thing. They said the wrong thing, and all of a sudden, and then what you do is you just do meditation. Give them the loving kindness, and they will sense it. They will sense it, and the next time you see them, it's as if it's already done, right? All of a sudden, you're restarting the. That's one benefit. The other one benefit is that when you meditate with loving kindness, um, and if you let yourself let your body let yourself be immersed by that, and you actually achieve some level of what we call samadhi, and that's when your body start to change and the light, you actually have a light. So people, when they say I see the light in you, they might not mean it, they might not experience it, but there is light in us. And the only reason that we don't see it is that we're blind to it. We're so engrossed in our intellect and our ego that we can't see the light in us or the light in other people. But when you can actually meditate and enter into what's called samadhi, the light will come, and it cleanses your environment. It sounds amazing, but it's true that it actually cleanses your environment. It brings the good energy together, and you're actually now interacting with the positive energy. You might call it angels, you might call it Dharma protectors. They're out there. They're out there, and they can see you when you when you achieve that the level of meditation, and you're one of them, you're and one of them, and that, and you can that actually appear in your family, and you feel that bliss in your family. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. Okay, all right, so I will practice with you every Saturday. Okay, all right, so now we're going to continue and exercise. And now you hear me talk about the lung, the liver, the heart, the splint, right, and the kidney. Now, unfortunately, these are the names that are in the Western world. They meant the organ, right? The organ. Now, in the Asian world, in the Chinese world, they actually meant energy. Okay, so it's not exactly the same. It's much more profound. So, for example, when we talk about the gallbladder energy, it's not just the gallbladder like in the organ. The gallbladder is actually everything that has to do with your nerve, especially what the chi that's going up to the head. All right, so we're going to stop at the very top of a head. We're going to work into our fingers and our toes. Okay, it's all right. So now we open the shoulder, and I'm going to show you how to do some acupressure, some massage. Now I want you to locate this point right here. It's very easy. Okay, the center line, there's two kind of muscle tendon, and it's on that side, and you see a cavity. Okay, now this energy point is very important. It's called the palm of the wind. Okay, so this is where all the energy that goes into your brain. Now I want you to locate that, and then I want you to locate another indentation right below your ear. Okay, this one is named after the wind. This one is also named after the wind. So I want you to start right below the ear, using your fingers and just kind of massage, pull it towards the middle, back to the bottom of the ear, and pull it towards the middle, and just relax and feel it. And then, okay, now I want you to start on the other side at the very bottom of the ear, and just pull it towards the middle, and then pull it towards the middle, and back again towards the middle. Now I want you to stop at the very top of your ear. This time it's not in the cavity, but it's actually on top of the skull. And I want you to do the same thing. One time, two times, and then three times. Back here, one time, through the stress, two times, and then three times. Okay, now this energy point is called the palm of the wind. The one before that is right on the top of the shoulder. It's called the well on the shoulder. It's the same energy line. But now I want you to take your right hand, reach as far back as you can, and just pull it up to the top of the shoulder. Right? You feel the stress, and one last time, like this. Pull it up, and then pull it up. All right. So that's the preliminary. Now we're going to do the real work. Now use your fingers, lock it, put it in the back of the head, sit up straight. Use the thumb, put it on those two energy points that I talked about. Okay, there's three energy points that has to do with your brain. This is one of them. Okay, now I want you to push down with your thumb, lean back the neck so you're putting some pressure on that as if you're squeezing a rubber hose. And then relax. Use your right hand, four fingers, press down with the four fingers, push back your neck a bit, and then take that piece of muscle and pull it towards the right as if you're opening up the channel. And then the other side, sit up straight, pull it towards the left as if you open up the channel. Okay? Now you feel a little bit tingling on the top of your head because your chi is up to the top of the head. So now is a good time to massage. So you take your hand as if you crawl, right? Now you put that on your forehead and you go up to the top, right here. There's energy lines here. And then go to the top of the head, knowing that that's your big brain. Back, that's your memory. And then bottom, that's your motor function, right? 3 parts of your brain. Up, down, up, and then down. All right. Now we're going to do some tapping on the very top part of your head. That's the second energy point right here. Now it's very important that you lean back your forehead, tuck in your chin. So the top of the head, the 100 meat energy point, is right on top of your central nervous system. Now you take the same 10 fingers, you put that on top 30 times, count it. Okay, now massage 1 all the way to the bottom of your neck. Okay, 2 and 3. All right, now what we just did is the massage 3 very important yang energy line. The one in the middle called governing, then the 2 are the one named after the bladder, and then the next is named after the gallbladder. Those are important energy point. Now what they do, they're actually traveling down to the face. So we continue the massage. We take the index fingers, we put that in the beginning of the eyebrow, you sit up straight, and we press down, fight it with the neck, hold it, and then massage that a little bit. Now we put the fingers in the middle of the eyebrow, and we're massaging the eyebrow and what's above the eyebrow. And there's 3 energy points there. Go 1, like you're squeezing the toothpaste. 2, you feel the stress, let it all go, squeeze it out. Okay, now there's an energy point between here and the corner of your eye. You use the thumb, you feel it, it's actually on top of the bone. And this is called the bright eye. All right, so now you press down with the thumb, you close your eye. Now we're going to do a little bit of eye yoga. Close your eye and then turn your eyeball, right? Look up, to the right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, back, up again. Now we'll go the other way. Left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. Okay, open your eyes. Now take your thumb, start at the corner of your eye, and just, it's actually right below the eye bag. Okay, so like this, massage. And then left hand side, to the right hand side, massage. Now I want you to take the 2 index finger back to the corner of your eye, press down, and then just massage. And then use 2 fingers, start at the corner of your eye, massage down to the corner of your mouth. Okay, now use 2 index finger, put it outside your nostril, press down. This is called a welcome fragrance. This is good for your sinus. And then massage. Now this energy point actually starts with the thumb. There's a yang energy line to the name after the large intestines, and it goes all the way up to here. All right, now you take the 4 fingers, you put that right here. You can feel your pulse and just massage, right? This will lower your blood pressure. Okay. Now we're going to continue with the facial massage and the massage your ear, but before we do that, let's work on the fingers. So right thumb, left hand, and just massage the joints. Now this actually, if you have a lot of pain and ache in your body because of your arthritis is because your body inflamed, and it's because of lack of the circulation of the chi. It turns out that just massaging your fingers will already help. Okay, so just massage. Okay, do a very thorough job. It's always important to massage your fingers. So you do this when you're watching TV or when you're relaxing. Okay, and always be very active in taking care of your body, taking care of your chi. Now, right hand side, 1 joint at a time, very thorough. 1 joint at a time. Okay, now I want you to massage the top of the fingers. Okay, including your thumb, the other side. Now I want you to massage the inside the fingers. So put one hand on top of each other, squeeze your fingers, and then squeeze your fingers. Fingers are very important. Fingers are the extremities. So when the chi travels, I mentioned that yang goes out, yin comes back. But if it blocks in the fingers, then the entire body would block, right? So fingers are very important. Now I want you to learn to squeeze the tip of the fingers one at a time. Squeeze the tip of the finger. Okay, and this is a very good exercise. This is actually good for your heart and your brain. Okay, now we put the 10 fingers together and 30 times. Okay, now I want you to put your palms together. There's an energy point here. It's a very important one. And you just massage those two energy points, bring it together. This is actually very good for your heart. And then I want you to put that on your eye. Then put that on your temple. This is the third energy point that I mentioned. There's 3 of them that are important for your brain. This is the last one. And massage the face, massage the forehead, top of the head, back of the head, lower part of your head, and then the neck. Come back, face again. And then now we're going to learn how to massage the ear. The ear is actually very important. There's a lot of energy points here. So we divide the ear into 3 parts. And then the upper part is actually very good if you have high blood pressure. Then the middle part. Then the lower part. Then the tip of the ear, yank, edge of the ear, yank. Now I want you to learn how to massage the back of the ear where the ear joins the skull. Use your index finger, just massage. This again is very good for you if you have high blood pressure. Then the left hand side. And then you take your palm, you put that in the ear, you go bam. Okay? All right. So let me see. I want you to, we're going to do the breathing exercise. Okay, it's actually a very important part of what we do here. So we have a little bit of time. So let's do some massage of toe. Okay, massage of a toe. Very quickly. Left foot first. Just massage the toe, one at a time. Okay. Now massage the arch area. Massage the inside. It's very important, especially around the thumb. This is the beginning of the energy line that we name after the liver. So again, this has to do if you have high blood pressure or if you have a tendency to wake up in the middle of the night, that's a good energy point right here. Okay. Now we're going to massage the boy area, but when you do that by taking the thumb and you press down right here, there's an energy point here. You press down here and then you massage. Then you massage the heel. And very important part is the arch. Very thorough with the arch. Then you locate your angle and you massage it, the around the angle as if you do, like this is like a fish hook. Okay. Now you go from the angle, you measure 4 fingers, you locate the bone, and then you just massage that. This is a very important part. This is actually where all 3 of the yang energy come together. And then you massage the inside of here. You locate the knee, locate the bone, and the inside. Okay, and we're going to do one exercise and clapping the hand with the bottom of the feet. This is the heart, this is the kidney, this is fire, this is water. Okay, one is in the lower part, one is the upper part. So you want to mix in that energy. It's very important. This is actually, this is very ancient. This has come from the Tang Dynasty. All right, now forming the empty hand, bend back the toe, perfect match. Okay, now 30 times. Continue. Okay, now let's do the other side. Toes, both the part that touches the floor, and then now I don't know if you noticed, but when you started on the left, your feet are very, very cold. And when you finish with the left, the right side is very warm because you're improving the circulation. You don't actually have to massage the right side. Okay, now massage the heel, massage the arch. Okay, the reason your feet are cold is because your body prioritizes, right? Okay, now around the ankle. The body prioritizes. When you don't have good circulation, you prioritize. It wants to give all the oxygen to your internal organs. And so your feet and your fingers and your ears are they're last in the line, right? Okay, now 4 fingers right here. And then from the ankle to the knee, inside, right here. And then we'll do the mixing in water and fire. Get ready, 30 times. Continue. Okay. All right. So now we get on to do some floor exercise. Okay. Some floor exercise. All right. Now let's loosen up our knee a little bit first. Okay. Now get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's loosen up the heel. Okay, heels up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left hand. Left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So all right. So we're gonna do the breathing exercise. I alternate. Remember, last week was the Yi Jing Jing, the Qigong exercise. This is more of a yoga exercise, breathing exercise, right? So remember, I told you that there's 8 limbs to yoga. We practice only one in the United States, which has to do with the form, the asana. There's the meditation, and then there's also the breathing, right? So this is part of the breathing exercise that we do here. All right, so then we stand with the foot same width as the shoulder. We open the shoulder, we relax the shoulder. Now we focus on the center of the palm. Bring it up, 1. Bring it towards you, 2. Lower your hand and the knee together, 3. And then stand up straight, 4. 1, breathe in. 2, relax. 3, breathe out. 4, relax. Totally focus on your hand. Breathe in. Feel your body. Breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Cross your hand right in front of you. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Bring it back. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Back. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Back. Breathe out. One last time. Breathe in. Cross your hand. Follow your hand. Breathe out. Back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up straight. Focus on the bottom of your feet. So I talk about sitting like a bell. You stand like a pine tree. You grow roots with your feet. Then you loosen up your body, making your body very elastic. Okay, loosen up your shoulder, your knee. That way, you actually energizing the energy in the back. Fires come up. Open the shoulder. Focus on your breathing now. This is a standing meditation. We do this for 1 minute, one breath at a time. Okay, so this set of exercise has incredible health benefit. First, it actually train your body into breathing with your stomach using your diaphragm. So this increase your lung capacity. That's one. The other one is that each exercise actually deliver oxygen to specific organs. Okay, so that's a good thing. And then finally, it's a meditation. So it's actually a full spectrum exercise, body and mind. So the next one is called um, next one called balloon breathing. So we lean back, we look at the ceiling, toes pointing up. We bring up our hands. We follow a hand as if you're embracing a balloon. Now notice the heel is up and you're looking at the floor. Then you open, looking at the ceiling again, and then the toes are up. Okay, now get ready. Breathe in gently, following your hand, breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in. Close your mouth. Use your nostril. Use your nose. Okay. Breathe out. Breathe in. Notice that I'm trying very hard not to bend my body, because if you bend your upper torso, you're putting pressure on your internals. Okay. So try not to hunch. Just moving your body straight like a washboard. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Totally relax. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now one last time. Follow your hand gently, breathe in, and then breathe out. Lower your hand. Anchor your mind on the bottom of your feet. 1, 2. Focus on your body. Relax your knee. Relax your shoulder. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyelid. You actually want to see the floor. You actually want to you can see your floor so you're not losing orientation. And now 1 minute focusing on your breathing. One breath at a time. Okay, now to the left. Again, toes up, looking up in the ceiling. Bring up your hands, follow your hand, breathe in. Follow your hand, breathe out. Breathe in. 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 Breathe out. One last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your hand. Back to the standing position. Relax your knee. 1 minute. Try to stay with your breathing. One breath at a time from beginning to end. It's only 1 minute. It's very simple. Okay. Now we do the third set, which is called the butterfly. So it's okay to stand a little further out this time, but you still need to find your right balance. Okay. Now you focus. This the key here is that you focus at the center of your palm. Okay. Now you bring it up, and then you bring it down. Lower your knee, and then you bring it back up, raising your heel. Follow your hand until you reach the top of your head. Okay, now we're going to start by breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, heels up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Lower your hand. 1 minute meditation. Barbara, I see your comment. I see your request. Can you find a way to send me your email address so I will do this with you one-on-one. Okay. Thank you. Focus on your breath. Okay. Now we can continue. Barbara, better yet, send me an email. It's my first name, Denny, DENNY, dot my last name, MIU, @gmail.com. We'll talk right after the class. All right, now this one is very interesting. Follow your hand. Bring it back as you're pulling a water wheel, and then just lower, raise it up, look ahead, and then push out. Okay, now breathe in, and then nothing, totally emptiness. Just come down, nothing. Follow your hand and then push out. When I say nothing, I mean no thinking. Just feel your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. No thinking. Just feel your body. Feel it. Breathe in, breathe out. One last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring back your hand. One more minute. Loosening up your knee now, okay? Okay, continue, left hand side. Okay, now the trick here is to follow the hand and feel your fingers. Feel how your fingers are cutting through the air. Feel the breath coming into your stomach, and then feel your air going back out, following your hand at all time. Breathe in, breathe out. And don't think, okay? Don't try to analyze this. Don't say, well, what am I supposed to feel? Am I doing this right? No, just relax. Let go of your ego, let go of intellect, and just feel it. Feel your body, feel your breath. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Back to standing. 1 minute. Okay. Now, the last exercise is less about breathing, more about relieving stress in your adrenal gland. Okay, restoring the adrenal gland. So, a lot of you, including the many female members of my family, including my wife, they have problem with lighthead, or they have problem ringing in the ear. They have what's called a vertical. Right. Now, the Chinese believe that the ear is part of the kidney energy line, and the kidney energy line includes the adrenal gland, and it's when you have too much stress and your adrenal gland gets tired. It's something called adrenal fatigue. So when you're moving around, you actually don't have the cortisol to compensate, to tell your body to compensate the change, and that's a problem. So this one actually try to restore that. And so if you haven't done this before and you're afraid of having lighthead, skip this one or put a chair next to you just in case. All right. All right. So we only do this 3 times. Open your shoulder, relax your shoulder, breathe in, breathe out, lean forward, breathe in, stand up, lean back, relax. Second time, breathe out, lean forward, breathe in, stand up, lean back, and relax. One last time. Breathe out, lean forward, breathe in, stand up, lean back, and relax. Lower your hand, relax. Gonna sit for 3 minutes, okay? And then we'll be end of class, all right? Back to your sitting posture. Always start with your sitting posture, okay? And then focus. Yeah, Robert, I got your email. We'll talk after class. Okay. So focus on the breath. Okay, now just sit for 3 minutes. However you like, just sit for 3 minutes. It's very easy now to focus on your breath. Your breath is very pronounced after the exercise. Just focus on your belly button. Okay, open your eyes. Just got a long message from Heidi talking about how she's scheduled for a major operation on the 24th. So my best wishes to you, Heidi. Take care of your body first, okay? Take care of your body first, and let the doctor do what they're supposed to do. Western medicines are excellent when it comes to surgery, so I will absolutely do that first. And then after you recover, you have enough strength, and then you can choose to come back to join us again. I listen to your body. Be your own whisperer. Listen to your body, okay? And we spend so much time focusing on feeling your body. Listen to it. All right, your body doesn't your body remembers. All right, so Heidi, best luck to you. Focus on what you need to do first, and then come back and join us. And again, if you need to talk to me directly, send me an email. I gave out the email address just a minute ago. And Jody says, I almost want to fall asleep. You're too relaxed. You're too relaxed. But that's the problem, okay? That's the problem, is that we don't, this is not an opportunity to sleep, right? You don't want to relax so much that you want to fall asleep. I'll tell you a little funny story. So on Wednesday, every Wednesday, we have a special meditation. It's in Chinese, with a monk who actually originated from Vietnam, and he actually speaks very good English. It's just we in this particular case, we just happened to do a practice in Cantonese because of the students. He actually has a PhD in Buddhism. But in any case, he spent all his time in jail, in visiting jail, practicing with the people in jail, in prison, people who are committed to long sentences. And so he talks about his experience, how he decided to talk about life and death, you know, and the students get very upset because they don't want to talk about this. And I said, well, that's because most of the time when we meditate just for physical well-being or even a mental well-being. But understanding what we talk about mental is just part of the body, it's just the brain. Whereas the true purpose of meditation is awareness and awakening and enlightenment. It's really not just about the body, it's really about exploring the additional dimensions of a being. It's a very different concept. Okay. All right. So if you fall asleep and your purpose is just to relax your body, I'm all for that. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So 5 times. Okay. Get your bed chi out the bottom of your lung. Get ready. Focus on your elbow. Make some sound. Get ready. I'll see you all next week. May you be blessed with
Thank you.
peace, with happiness, and health. Okay, see you all next week. Bye bye. 星期一
Bye.
見嚇，星期一見。OK，拜拜。